Hey there and welcome to this video about Crazy 8's. So what's Crazy 8's? Well, it's an ideation activity, an activity for creating ideas that you can use really quickly if you want to get the creative juices flowing. Similar to Evil 8's, but without the evil factor, just a crazy factor. Crazy 8's is actually an activity that appears in the sprint book and part of the design sprint. So I tend to do it at the end of day one, where we'll get people to create ideas, and there's an activity called the 4-part sketch. And Crazy 8's is actually one of those 4 parts. But you can do it all by itself. All you need is a pen and a piece of A4 paper that's been folded 3 times and unfolded. You can also do it with a stack of post-it notes. So either way, and all you're going to get people to do is, around your how might we statement, they're going to come up with 8 different ways to solve that how might we challenge. It's really quick, and all you need to do is give everyone 8 minutes to come up with 8 different ways to solve a particular problem. So say for example, I was doing a design sprint with a company who wanted to provide hybrid experiences. And one of the challenge statements they've come up with is this: how might we become the best company for hybrid experiences? So you set your timer up for a minute and you tell everyone, we're now going to come up with a little sketch of an idea to solve the how might we. Put that in the first box or put it on the first post-it note. Start the timer and everyone's got a minute to come up with their sketch for the first idea. Ensure that they're sketching, not writing. It's only ideas for them. You're not actually going to use this. It's just individually to get them thinking about the problem. Give everyone a 10-second warning when the minute's about to end and tell them to finish off their first idea. Don't wait around too long, get the second minute started and tell them now it's time for your second way to solve this how might we. End of the second minute, off we go again. Your third minute, come up with a different way of solving this problem. And this continues for 8 minutes. Now, a little word of warning if you're facilitating this activity. It's hard and you will see people struggling generally around the 5th and 6th idea. They'll start to run out of ways to do it, but this is exactly why you've done the activity. Maybe you want to prompt them with thinking about if they've had limited money, make it lots of money available. If they've been doing it in person, make it digital. If they've been doing it in the building, make it outside the building. Those are the type of things you want people to think about. When you get to the 8th minute, really encourage them to push themselves to think of some different ideas, some different way of solving it. Because if you're doing this as part of the design sprint, they're about to create the solution sketches. They're about to create the sketches that people are going to vote on to take forward to prototype. So you want to make sure you haven't left any ideas behind and you've really got them thinking differently. If you're just doing this as part of a smaller workshop, then the point is that you want people to think creatively. And if you're about to create some ideas, this is a great activity to push them into thinking differently. Okay, so that's Crazy 8's. The tricky thing people can find with this activity is that you're not actually doing anything with it. Essentially, it's for them to think of ideas. So it's an internal activity. You're not actually going to put it up on the wall. People aren't going to vote on these particular ideas. It's just for them. So sometimes it can be really important to just let them know that, explain that this isn't going to go onto the wall like everything else we've done in the workshop. This is just for you to help you prepare for the next session. Always manage expectations. So if you want to try out Crazy 8's, you've got a team that are coming up with ideas and you want to get the creative juices flowing, then either a stack of post-it notes and a pen or a sheet of paper and you're good to go. You know, this is actually a great way to do powers of 2. If, like, 2 to the power 1 is 2, it's 2 bits. 2 to the power 2 is 4, because there's 4 sections now, and 2 to the power 3 is 8, because you've got 8 sections. What a cool maths teacher.